Mexican fans started booing Messi during Inter Miami's friendly match against Mexico's Club America. Later, Lionel Messi responded to Club America, who booed him during the match by scoring a goal and celebrating with gestures to Club America fans.
Lionel Messi's actions during Inter Miami's preseason match against Club America in Las Vegas have sparked a wave of criticism from Mexican football fans. While Messi's goal in the 34th minute of the friendly was a highlight of the match, it was his subsequent celebration that caused significant controversy. The Argentine star, who has been a dominant force in world football for over a decade, made a 3-0 gesture with his hands toward the Mexican supporters in the stands after scoring. This seemingly innocent gesture quickly escalated into a full-blown diplomatic dispute between Messi and fans of Mexico's national team, particularly in the wake of the tense history between the two nations on the football field.
And when Messi scored the equalizer in the 34th minute, he responded with a different kind of celebration. The Argentine held up 3 fingers to refer to the number of times his country has claimed the World Cup, and then went on to point at the Mexico fans and signaled a 0 with his fingers to say they have none to their name, taunting Mexican fans for booing him in the game.
Messi's gesture appeared to reference Argentina's 3 World Cup victories in contrast to Mexico's 0, a detail that undoubtedly riled the Mexican fans in attendance. The symbolic 3-0 was not just a casual boast, it was a reminder of Argentina's superior World Cup record, a narrative that has become particularly contentious in recent years. Argentina and Mexico share a storied rivalry in football, one that dates back to numerous encounters on the international stage, including in Copa America and World Cup tournaments. The most recent flashpoint in this rivalry came during the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, where Messi and his Argentina team defeated Mexico 2-0 in the group stage. Messi scored the opening goal in that game, which not only eliminated Mexico from the tournament, but also intensified the competitive animosity between the two countries.
Yes, everyone caught on to that pretty fast, and it has in fact set the internet ablaze, leaving a whole nation upset. Many voices have also criticized the Argentine for his actions. This, of course, isn't the first time Messi has faced heat from a whole nation. The Mexico gesture has most likely made the star not the most liked figures in the country. It is almost deja vu.
Messi's celebration on Saturday was perceived by many as a direct jab at Mexico's national pride. The 3-0 gesture was a pointed reminder of the World Cup successes that Argentina has enjoyed, especially following their triumph in Qatar, while Mexico has yet to secure a World Cup title. For Mexican fans who had been vocal in their support of their team throughout the match, Messi's taunt added insult to injury, turning what was meant to be a friendly exhibition into a bitter reminder of their national football team's perceived underachievement.
Look at how Messi mocked Mexican fans after scoring against America. He said, "We Argentina have 3 World Cups. You Mexico, you have 0. I mean, he's not wrong, but he's Mr. Humble, by the way. And I mean, some Mexican fans deserve it, because guess what? They wanted to support Argentina instead of Mexico during the World Cup. Once again though, Mr. Humble, right?
Messi's gesture was not lost on fans who viewed it as an act of disrespect toward Mexico. For many, the timing of the celebration, coming after a World Cup win that included a critical victory over Mexico, felt like an unnecessary provocation. The 3-0 hand gesture seemed to be Messi's way of asserting Argentina's dominance in the footballing world, using Mexico as a point of comparison. While Messi has achieved legendary status in football, both at the club and international levels, this celebration hinted at the lingering tension between Argentina and Mexico, particularly in the wake of their World Cup meeting. For some, the gesture seemed out of place in a friendly match, where the spirit of sportsmanship should take precedence over personal rivalries.
We are used to see these kind of things here in Spain with Vinicius, you know, no? Vinicius always does that, so I'm always with Vinicius, so I have to be with Messi also. I could not be at the wrong side now. Sorry.
The response from former Mexican players, such as Adolfo "Bofo" Bautista, was swift and critical. Bautista, who had once been a key figure for the Mexican national team, expressed his disapproval of Messi's actions, accusing the Argentine forward of lacking professionalism and respect. He said, "I admired you as a player, but making fun of my country speaks on your lack of professionalism and education." Bautista's words reflected a broader sense of betrayal betrayal felt by many Mexican football fans, who saw Messi as someone who had once been admired but was now taunting them in a manner that felt both unnecessary and uncalled for. Messi's silence on the matter has only added fuel to the fire, leaving many to speculate about his intentions and whether he truly understands the impact of his actions on the Mexican football community. Despite the backlash, Messi's former Barcelona teammate and current Inter Miami coach, Javier Mascherano, sought to downplay the controversy surrounding the celebration. Mascherano, who has experienced the intensity of Argentina-Mexico encounters firsthand, suggested that the situation was being blown out of proportion. In his view, the historical rivalry between the two countries, particularly in light of Argentina's recent World Cup success, had fueled much of the anger directed at Messi. According to Mascherano, there is a long-standing tension between Argentina and Mexico that has only been exacerbated by Argentina's victory in Qatar. He pointed out that, in his experience, Mexican teams and fans have often shown hostility toward Argentinians, a sentiment that was likely still raw for many following the World Cup defeat.
Mexican fans are taunting Lionel Messi. He gives back a little bit in return, and somehow they're trying to paint Lionel Messi as a bad guy here. I couldn't disagree with that more.
Mascherano, however, was careful not to make a definitive statement on Messi's actions, noting that he had not spoken to the star forward about the celebration, and thus could not offer any insight into Messi's mindset. In Mascherano's opinion, there were more pressing matters for the team to focus on than the fallout from Messi's goal celebration. His comments reflected an understanding of the broader dynamics of international football, where rivalries can sometimes bleed into friendly matches, and where actions on the field are often interpreted through the lens of historical tensions and competition. For Mascherano, the situation with Messi's celebration was merely a reflection of the complex and often fraught nature of international football, where even friendly matches can carry emotional weight.
And Chris, correct me if I'm wrong here, but el que se lleva,
Se aguanta.
se aguanta. If you're gonna dish it, you better be sure you can take
Better
it.
take it.
So they were dishing it. Messi's gonna let you take it.
Yep.
While Messi has yet to comment publicly on the incident, it is clear that his celebration has become a talking point among football fans, media, and analysts alike. Some view it as an unfortunate misstep by a player of Messi's caliber, someone who should be above such petty displays of superiority. Others argue that Messi's gesture was merely a reflection of his competitive nature, a way to assert his team's dominance in the context of the match. After all, Messi has often displayed a fiery competitiveness on the field, particularly when facing rivals, and the intensity of his celebrations is a testament to his unrelenting desire to win. However, the context of this particular celebration, coming against a Mexican team in the midst of a historical rivalry, has made it a flashpoint for criticism.
He's not wrong, by the way. I mean,
He's not wrong.
Argentina has 3 World Cups, and it's fine.
Yeah,
but
he's not wrong.
They're only
Messi needs to show more fire and more passion. Here it is. Here it is. That's his way to do it.
And by the way, he was gracious enough.
The wider issue that Messi's gesture touches upon is the complex relationship between international football teams and their fans. Football, more than just a sport, is often seen as a representation of national pride, and any perceived slight or insult toward a country's football team can quickly escalate into a broader cultural and political issue. This is especially true in regions where historical rivalries have developed over decades of competition, with each side seeking to assert its dominance on the global stage. Messi's 3-0 celebration in this context was not just a personal statement, it was a reflection of the ongoing competition between two footballing nations, one that will continue to simmer long after the final whistle of the game.
He was gracious enough after the game to literally sign every America player who came up to him, his jersey. I mean, it doesn't take away from the person that he is. It's a heat of the moment type of thing that we've all been there in some capacity, whether on the field or not.
For Messi, the situation highlights the challenges that come with being one of the greatest players in the history of football. As a public figure, every action he takes on and off the pitch is scrutinized by millions. His status as a global icon means that his behavior, whether intentional or not, has the power to influence and provoke reactions from fans around the world. Messi's gesture against Club America has certainly added another layer to the already complex relationship between Argentina and Mexico in the world of football.
The angry version of Messi, we have to say the truth, is better than the good guy version of Messi. He won a World Cup like being the angry guy. And here in Madrid, you can buy scarves with the famous phrase that he said in the World Cup. Que miras, bobo, mira pa allá. You can buy here scarves with that.
As Inter Miami moves forward in the 2025 season, Messi's focus will likely return to his performances for his club. His contributions to Inter Miami since joining the team have been nothing short of transformative. Messi's arrival in MLS was met with great fanfare, and his performances have lived up to the hype. Despite being in the latter stages of his career, Messi has continued to impress, scoring goals and providing assists at an extraordinary rate. Under his leadership, Inter Miami won the Supporters' Shield and the League's Cup, marking the beginning of a new era for the club. Messi's professionalism and commitment to the game have been on full display, and his influence on Inter Miami cannot be overstated. Moving forward, Messi's involvement in Inter Miami will remain the primary focus of his career. However, his actions on the pitch, whether they involve goal celebrations or interactions with opposing fans, will continue to be analyzed and dissected by those who follow the game. So what are your thoughts about this? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.